Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the North America Sunshine State of Arizona for round 2 of the Indy NXT iRacing series, brought to you live right here on the Velocity Online Racing channel from the one and only Phoenix Raceway. One or two cautions is definitely on the cards as he goes green, and he goes very, very early from the front row.
Green flag.
Seems to be caught most of the field off guard, including myself, actually, as the green flag flies in the air. Lap number 1 of 100 is underway here at the Phoenix Raceway, and it looks like we've already got challenges for position.
Watch out for those cold tires. Those tires are still cold, so this car can get quite loose, especially in those last few corners.
We've got the iCoaching.co car now leading the way. That's Jarrett Curry taking the lead and making his statement early on. We'll see if he can hold the lead for the rest of this one or try to pull away, or will he be caught by the rest of the field? He's on board with Crash Neon in the number 3. Can he make it stick around the outside of Glenn in the number 13? He's still there. Is he got the overlap just about? It's going to be just about a wing that he's going to have as he goes around the outside. He's going to have to, I think, relinquish the place as we move forward to Aman Lau, who's a familiar face, as I said before, on the Velocity Online Racing channel. He's going to make a challenge on Dalton up into the top 3 positions. He's not hanging about either.
Oh, 3 wide!
Oh, 3 wide! Oh, we're not hanging about too much here, are we? Giving each other plenty of space, which is, of course, what we like to see. We don't want to see any, as we got Farley actually in the number 9 trying to challenge around the outside. Can he make that stick? He's going to hold it. It looks like the outside lane can really work it. Seb, whoa. These guys can really work the outside lines. We've got a challenge for the lead from Holt. He's going to go around the outside of Corey. Can he make it stick? He's going to go to the outside line. He's going to go right up against the wall on the outside. And here comes Aman Lowell. Dalton wants to get in on the action as well. And what looked to be such a promising start for Jarrett Curry is now looking into an early disaster, going down not only from the lead, but potentially losing a place to Aman Lowell on the outside line. It looks like that outside line might actually work pretty well here. Look at Kwame Scott in the number 1. Already up to 8th place in that Nexus liveried Indy NXT guy. He's messing about by no means, and he wants to get to the front as well. We need to keep an eye out on him, because I think he, in the next few laps, will be right up there challenging for some top positions. This is for the lead of the race between Holt and Lowell. They're going to go side by side into turn number 1. This looks like it's going to be something that's going to repeat itself all the way to the checkered flag at the end of tonight's race. And it's really something that these guys need to be careful of, because going side by side here, although it's fantastic for us in the commentary booth and everyone at home, it uses more tires, and these cars are going to be looking at 70 lap stints tonight. This is a very, very close battle, actually. McCann is going to try the over and under, the switchback move. He's got the exit, but he actually thinks better of it, Seb. He's gonna use the draft and maybe try and save a little bit of fuel. I don't know if is he in the wall there?
A bit too wide, and he got into the marbles, and then at this point you're trying to turn and like, oh, it's so close.
It's about as close as you want to get to these outside walls here at Phoenix. You can visually see on the camera there on the replay in slow motion how the car was just full wheel sliding up the racetrack around the outside of turn 1 and 2 in the number 6 machine. He's going to try it. He's going to be very, very brave. He's going to keep his foot in, and he does in fact go all the way around the outside, and Hasvik is now actually going to be under attack from Skidmore as well, who picks up the place. Boyslard, he's going to look to the inside, Seb.
Yeah. So watch it. He's not clear yet. He's not clear, and his opponent will have still the stealth. So no. Oh, we had some issue for McKinnon. All right, so he's into the air. He's high and in the marbles, and boom, little off tap to the wall. The thing about these cars, the way they set up open wheeler on ovals is like the tire that makes the corner works as Corey is trying another move on the inside. It's actually the right rear tire who makes the car turn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's going to be.
Oh, he did it!
He gets the slide job. He gets the move done this time, but is there going to be an instant reply from Holt to the inside? There's actually not, because he's going to be more focused on Dalton in the number 12 behind him, someone we haven't mentioned too much.
And here he comes.
He's going to get an overlap to the inside, but this is going to be a replay of the move that we just watched. This is going to be Holt too far to the outside, doesn't get the exit. And Holt actually, there's a caution on live circuit as we go yellow. That's Holt that has actually just gone around on the exit of turn number 2.
I wonder if that was with Dalton, because they were like going side by side before we had to replay.
Yeah, so it's going to be into turn number 1. This is Dalton and Holt. Holt's going to take the outside line. That's his preferred line all evening long.
He
just loses it on the marbles.
Yeah, remember when I said the right rear turns the car? Yeah, this car can be quite snappy at times.
And we are going to have absolutely everyone into the pit. So this is going to be a pure race off of pit road.
Shocking pit stop for Ramon Lowe, because he was first and probably... that caution, that he didn't really like there being caution, because now he's down in third. So good job on Dalton and Corey.
44 to go here at Phoenix, and he's hit the loud pedal. He's off. He's caught Dalton lapping along with Aman Lal, and he's going to get a fantastic launch. Look at that, Seb. It's about 5 lengths that he's got over the rest of the field. Yeah, Boyslard is making a move on Aman Lal. He's rushing up. Very, very good racing there, and spatial awareness for both drivers not to bring out another caution. We nearly had a classic example of precautions there, but Aman Lal drops to 4th place. The bad evening goes a little bit worse for that number 5 car.
And look at this, down the inside.
Look at that. That's the first time we've actually seen a driver on the inside of 1 and 2 actually make that exit work. He's perfectly made that move, I think, and Scott is going to take advantage of Boyslard being slow to the stripe there, and he's going to go around the outside of turns 1 and 2. This is going to be Aman Lal to the inside. Can Kwame Scott follow him to the inside? Yes, he can. So it's going to be -2 for Dalton in the number 12, riding on board with the number 1. He's going to get the run on Aman Lal. This is fantastic, Seb. This is amazing racing for the top spots in this iRacing Indy NXT series. This is going to be the battle for 9th between McCann, Hansuik and Camargo, and this is going to be all over the place. This is a real hornet's nest, Seb.
The freight train effect is actually insane. As I see on the timing scoring, Scotty Wise is right on Corey's rear wing. So
Ovi there tagging the outside wall. He's going to wash up and do the slide job, and Ovi's just going to tag that wall. We go away from him for 2 seconds, and he's taken the lead, and it's going to be a simple burn up around the outside for Scott. Look at this. And then Aman Lal is going to follow him through. It seems to be that Aman is the only driver that can actually make that inside into turn 1 work. He's going to dive to the inside.
Ballsy.
It's going to be another crossover, Seb.
Yeah, Scott timed this beautifully, because a second later he would have been forced to lift.
Dalton's dropped back off of that number 3 machine in
massively.
4th place. So I wonder whether that was a mistake from David. Whoa, very, very, very close racing here, boys. We don't like to see that level of shoulder checking with 9 laps to go. That was very, very aggressive there. We're going to see here. This is a replay. Sorry. Heights was going to go to the outside, and Glad's going to come back across.
They make contact.
This is going to be a fantastic scrap now for 8th place. The Taco Bell machine goes around and finds the wall,
and that's a caution.
That's going to be the second caution of tonight. Unlucky there for Glenn. He's going to get a rear wing delete there. That's not going to be ideal. We're going to get an instant replay of this, Seb.
He was there. And that's Heisman kind of understeering into the number 13 of Glenn.
It's going to be interesting to see when Kwame Scott pulls the trigger. It's going to be out of the final corner. There it is. We're on the way. Look at Corey, though, right over the back of Aman Lal.
I think they're wrecking the back.
We got a wreck in the background.
Yeah, that's
and we're going straight back under caution.
And that's the race.
So yeah, there's the checkup, and it's going to be a checkup again.
Oh wow, yeah.
That's just everyone being a little bit clumsy there. Blue Jade, the front of that number 19 did a bit of a wheelie, and unfortunately, when your front 2 wheels are off the ground, you have no control, do you, Seb?
So I think, Camargo is a bit slow to the restart, but not that slow. And then feel bad for the car that went airborne there.
So round number 2 of the Indy NXT series for 2026 is won by the number 1 car of Kwame Scott. Second place goes to Aman Lal, with Jarrett Corey in the iCoaching.co car, bringing out the top 3 and getting that last step on the podium. Crash Neon then comes home in 4th, with Adam Boyslard and David Dalton Jr. actually losing out 2 places in the closing stages of that race. He's not going to be happy with that, starting on the pole, of course.